Good morning. Today we will start a new chapter, that is North America, and we will discuss about few important informations about North America, its boundary, its area, coastline, geographical importance and physical features of North America. Okay, so let's start. Some important informations about North America. North America is a continent which is wholly within the northern hemisphere and almost wholly within the western hemisphere, and it can also be considered a northern subcontinent of the America. North America is the third largest by landmass and fourth largest by populations among the 7 continents. And North America consists 24 countries, and here the largest landmass or largest country is Canada. North America, their population is above 500 million people. Okay, and the history about North America, in 1400 AD to 1500 AD, European inhabitants started their expeditions for discovering new countries, and in 1501 AD an Italian sailor named Amerigo Vespucci following the route of Christopher Columbus and reached the mainland of North America. The land of America was unknown to him, so he named after his name this continent as America, and this America is also called New World. North America is located in the northern hemisphere in between 7 degree north to 83 degree north latitude, and its longitudinal extensions is 20 degree west to 180 degree west in the western hemisphere. And here the Arctic Circle, that is 66 in 1.5 degree north, runs through the northern part of the North America, and Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, that is passes through the southern part of North America. Thus the major portions of North America located is in the temperate zone. And North America is surrounded by the oceans, all its sides. And here number 1, like Arctic Oceans is located in the north boundary, Atlantic Oceans located in the eastern boundary, and the Pacific Oceans located in the western boundary, and Caribbean Seas located in the southern boundary. And the continent is separated from Asia by the narrow Bering Strait and in the northwest, and it is linked with the South America by the narrow Isthmus of Panama Canal. Okay. Area of North America. North America is the third largest continent in the world, and it has area about 24 million square kilometer, and its length is 7,400 kilometer from north to south, and its width is 5,700 kilometer from east to west. Coastline. The coastline of North America is irregular in the most part, and it has a long coastline. The coastline of North America is not so intended as the coastline of Europe, but it has many openings such as like Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of California, Gulf of St. Lawrence. Okay. North America geographical importance. North America is the third largest continent, and it has varied landscape, soil, climate, etc. Most of the continent of North America lies in the temperate zone, and it presents invigorating climate. The peoples can work with the better skill and energy. North America is surrounded by the vast oceans. You already know the fourth side is surrounded by oceans, and it presents super securities and supreme protections from the foreign aggressions. North America is endued with the enormous natural resources, like the forest resources is the abundant. The timber of the taiga forest is excellent for the making papers, paper pulp, cellulose and the other products. North American minerals wealth is also very important. It has the plenty of coal, iron ore, copper, tin, minerals, oil, lead, zinc, nickel, gold, silver, etc. And here the forest product and the agricultural product mineral resource has the enables North America to hold the leading positions in trade, commerce and politics in the world. Okay, so these are the most important geographical importance of North America. Physical features of North America. North America presents some distinguished landscapes. That's why it is divided into the 5 geographic divisions. Number 1, the Western Corridors or the Western Mountain. Number 2, the Canadian Silt. Number 3, the Eastern Highland. Number 4, the Central Plains. And number 5, the Coastal Plain. So first we will discuss about the Western Corridors. They are the chain of the Western Mountain Range of North America, and they extend from Alaska to the north to Panama in the south along the Pacific coast. The Western Corridors length of 6,930 km and width is 1,600 km at the middle, and toward the north and south the width is decreased considerably. This mountain range also extends as the Andes Mountain in the South America. They are young fold mountains and then they form along the convergent plate boundary of the Pacific Ocean plate and the North American continental plate. These mountain ranges are known as the Western Calderas. What is the meaning of calderas? Caldera is a Spanish word. It means the chain of parallel mountain range. Okay. Here, the highest range in the Rocky Mountain along the western coast lie the Alaska Range in the north, the Cascade Range in the center, and the Coast Range in the south. Understood? There is a 3 range in the Rocky Mountain. Western coast lies in the Alaska Range in the north, the Cascade Range in the center, and the Coast Range in the south. Okay, and in the farther south there lies the Western Sierra Madre. Okay, among these ranges, the Alaska Range attains the greatest height at Mount McKinley. Mount McKinley is the highest mountain peak in North America. And there are the active volcanoes present in Alaska and Mexico. And the important active volcanoes are like Citapatl, Popocatépetl, Orizaba and Colima. Okay. In between mountains and ranges, there are the high plateaux. These are encircled by the mountain and they are called the Intermountain Plateau, the Yukon Plateau, Columbia Plateau, Colorado Plateau, Snake Plateau, Great Basin Plateau, Mexican Plateau are famous here. These plateaus are dissected by the stream and the river. They have cut deep Georgian Canyon. Like example, there is a Grand Canyon of the Colorado River is the most important one. Okay, and the eastern part of the California Valley is about 900 meter deep below the sea level. Because of the high salinity of the water, no animals and plant can survive here, so the valley is called Death Valley. And here the temperature recorded is the highest in the North America, and there are the many lakes here, like important lakes is like the Great Salt Lake. Okay, the Canadian Silt. The silt are plateau made of hard rock of ancient origin. The plateau lying in the northern part of North America around the Hudson Bay. It is called the Canadian Silt. Okay, the central part of it is high like a silt, and in the east lies the Labrador Highlands. Lakes and rivers on these silts are numerous. Major lakes are like Winnipeg, Athabasca, Great Bear, Great Deer, Great Selk, and these lakes all are the glacier originated. Okay, this highland is also called Laurentian's Plateau. Eastern Highland. This region lies between the Labrador in the north to Alabama in the south. These are located on the eastern margin of the continent, and they included Greenland Island and Laurentian Plateau and the Appalachian Mountain. Greenland is the largest island of the world, is a high plateau, and the Laurentian Plateau and the New England Highlands are the frosted woodland which is dissected by the many rivers and valleys. The Appalachian Mountains are the old fold mountain and they are erosional block of the mountain. They include the Allegheny Mountain, the Blue Ridge and the Piedmont Plateau. The mountain range has the elevations of 2000 meter. Here, Mount Mitchell's of the Blue Ridge Mountain is the highest peak of Appalachians. The Appalachian Mountains are separated from the Labrador Plateau by the St. Lawrence River. Okay. The Central Lowland. This region lies between the Western Caldera in the west and the Eastern Highland in the east. From the North Pole regions to the north to the Gulf of Mexico in the south. This is known as Great Plains. The plain attained a great height on the Piedmont regions of the Rockies. River like Mackenzie, St. Lawrence, River Mississippi, Missouri drains through the central lowland that consists of low-lying plateau. The northern part of this plain is occupied the Canadian Shield, and this region has transformed into the peneplain due to the erosions by glacier. And its central part consists the Great Lakes like Great Bear, Athabasca, Great Slava, Winnipeg, and there are the 5 Great Lakes in the southern part of this plain. The world freshwater lakes called Lake Superior, along with the Huron, Michigan, Erie, Ontario originated due to the glacier erosions, and this region is known as Great Lake region. The Central Lowland region has 4 parts. Number 1, the St. Lawrence basins. Number 2, the Prairies grassland. Number 3, the Great Lake regions, and number 4, the Mississippi-Missouri basin. The coastal plain. The coastal part of North America is adorned by the coastal plain. It is narrow on the western coast along the Pacific, and the Atlantic coast in the east is wider. The Gulf Coast on the Gulf of Mexico is fairly wide. Okay, so this is all about the physiographic divisions or the physical features of North America.